Good morning, my divine stars. Hope all is well with you guys. Welcome to my audio channel. This is for entertainment purposes only, so only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. With that being said, let's dive into it. Divine Femmes, you ladies are up first on this beautiful Friday 13th morning. Let's see what's going on. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, please provide accurate messages for my divine collective. Please protect my energy and my aura field as I channel this reading for the divine collective feminine energies. If you guys are new here, welcome. Let's go ahead and dive in here. Knight of Swords. You guys may be very ambitious about trying to tackle something. You got an Emperor in reverse coming out in the Knight of Swords. This is a masculine energy, is trying to rush and do something. Maybe to regain some form of control. But they're going to be ended up in this tower moment. It's like somebody running straight into a fiery building that's already collapsing. Okay. Somebody's running into a fiery building that's already collapsing. You already walked away from this particular building, this particular area, this particular environment. So you have already gone. And this is somebody is trying to either catch up to you from some sort, but it's like by the time they enter the fiery building, it's if it's already in the process of collapsing, and it's fiery, it's burning, the smoke and the debris, it's all over the place, and it's just a tower finna hit. This person is finna get hit right in the smack of this tower moment, because you have already walked away. You was intuitively to know, you may have known this tower is finna gonna hit. You may have known that this building, sooner or later, was going to sit here and go through a form of transformation. It was going to hit. It was going to cause a sudden change. So when your intuition told you about this ahead of times, you have already walked away from it. You have already sat here and got your belongings. You got all the stuff that you needed to do. And you left that building, you left that area because you know this tower was approaching. This person maybe wasn't aware of that. But this person been on the Knight of Swords trying to rush and get towards this building. But by the time they get inside that building, it's going to collapse upon them. So you was already notified to go ahead and walk away from it. See, this is the bad decision this person's doing. They're finna run right straight to it. I think they think it's still hope to keep this tower stabilized. They think they can stabilize this tower for themselves. They think they can control the fire, control the debris that's already falling on the ground. The obsession is what is going to cause them to lose out on their abundance, their blessings, and they're going to feel the emotional loss of it. They're going to feel empty because there's nothing not going to be there in this particular tower. Everything is falling apart. And this person may trying to rush into it, and by the time they get inside, like I said, they're going to collapse upon them. This tower going to collapse upon them. I guess out of their obsession, they thought it was still hope out of this particular tower. You guys coming into a new union, a new relationship, equal give and take. Right now, you may be single. So you've been focusing on yourself, watering your own garden, talking to the birds, hugging the trees, out in nature, taking walks in a beautiful garden area. If you guys have them beautiful flower garden areas in your town and stuff, you may be, thinking about walking in them or going to a park with a lot of, free air, fresh air, and fresh nature around you. So you've just been honestly to yourself right now until a new love finna approach. I don't know what's going on with this night, this Emperor in reverse, but oh well. Yeah, you are moved to calmer waters. You may be taking little boat rides on the river and the lakes. You may be thinking about going on an astral cruise, you and your children. And this is also just meaning that you have already moved to calmer waters. This is somebody trapped in their head. Well, this Emperor in reverse is they trapped in their head. Why? They trapped in the head that the fact that you're able to move to calmer waters. And they trapped in the Seven of Swords energy. Whatever they were trying to get away with, they already binded to it. So they can't escape it. That's the reason why when they rush and trying to do something, they're going to get stuck into it. See, this is somebody who was trying to get away with something got going on with your new beginning. And maybe we're trying to find a way to come in and cause an issue when it comes to your new beginning. But you have already walked away from that building, that environment. You already moved forward. You're single. You're self-sufficient. You're abundant. You're about to come into a new connection. This person may be aware of that. And by the time they try to reach to you, whatever tower moment that they about to face, it's going to collapse right upon them. So they're rushing doing something once again without thinking. Yeah. They're trying to get away with something, trying to steal your celebrations, but they're going through unexpected delays. This is somebody who did not make the right choice when it came to you. Point blank in the period. And they thought they was going to be sneaky and strategic, trying to come in and cause some form of conflict. It's due to some form of past resentment. Maybe this person holding on past resentment when it comes to you, or they feel like you're holding on to past resentment when it comes to them. This is somebody may want you to have a desire to forgive them and may want to reconcile and make amends with you, with the cycle completed out. When it comes to love between you and this individual, that love cycle is completed out officially. So like I said, this person was trying to run in and they wanted to sit here and be a part of your new beginning and wanted trying to find a sneaky and strategic way. By the time they get to that destination that they're seeking of, that tower going to collapse right upon them because you have already loved. There's nothing there in that building. That's the reason why it's coming down. You took everything. And because you took everything, you walked away and you still to move to calmer waters, you're completely out that zone where this person is putting themselves back in. So this is like somebody is trying to relive the past. They're trying to sit up here and go back to the past and trying to alter things and change anything and stuff. This is not a movie. This is reality. And I just have to say that this is not a movie. You just can't jump in a time machine and poof. You can do something that you wanted to do in the past. You just got to take that as a lesson in reality. Yep. All them cycles that have been completed when these, not only this particular masculine energy, but masculine energy is just like them. The breadcrumbers, the gaslighters, the love bombers. You completed all the cycles out with all men in that energy. So it's not only him, it's others who's in that same energy. Them cycles completed out with all of them. That's the reason why you're coming into a new love connection. You refuse to settle for less. And God don't want you to settle for less. God got something way more for you. This person is exhausted because they wanted you to give to them. But what meant to be will be. If it was really fated if that was really fated in the books for this situation to occur with this individual, God would made it so. But if God's not making it so, and God closed the cycle out between this masculine and other masculines in this particular energy, that's exactly the reason why you've been single. It's a reason for it. It's a grand design. God have something that way more better in store for you. God have a victory that is fated for you. It's fated for a victory in love. And this is somebody who is worried about that. I don't know why they're so pressed about that, but this is somebody who knows they self-sabotage themselves when it came to certain this particular connection with you. And they want to find a way to reach out and talk to you before you get to this point. Why they worried, Holy Spirit? Because the competition. Because whoever you're about to be in a connection with, they're going to view this individual as competition. To compete. And this is the same person who is trying to secretly put you in competition without your awareness. They was ignoring the signs that they was going to have to compete for you irregardless. You're a divine feminine energy. You're not a chaser, you're an attractor. And being the light, you know what comes with the light. They misjudged you that you truly are an earth angel. They didn't want to see it for what it was. They kept ignoring that part of the situation. They kept ignoring the part that you were actual high priestess. They kept ignoring the part. Once the cycle completed out, then there's nothing to come from it anymore. Because you are already officially learned your lesson from it. So you completed a complete cycle out. Congratulations. Somebody who's overwhelmed and stressed out about that. They feel isolated from the Empress. Divine Feminine. They feel isolated from you. They feel like they can't get near you. They may be feeling isolated from others, but clarify, Holy Spirit. See, they were doing anything in their power to sit here and isolate you from other men. Because they know it was going to be competition when it comes to you. So they don't want to really compete for you, But honestly, they are already competing for you, because if they trying to put you in a position to remain to yourself so others won't be after you, that's competition. They still trying to compete with other men, because they know one of these new men coming in your life, a new love interest coming in your life, and he is the one that's going to be there for the long haul. You feel me? And this person didn't want that. That's why they was trying to rush and do something. And now they finna get hit with a tower moment. Something that's going to require their undivided attention, because it's going to cause some form of sudden change in their life. King of Swords, like I said, he knows that. He knows this. He is aware of that. That's the reason why he's been trying to find any possible way to make sure you just stay single. Nobody don't touch you. You don't sleep with nobody. You don't touch nobody. Why is that? Unless he know it's competition out there. He know it's men out here that's more of a statue, more of a higher ranking, more of a bigger, a bigger name. And, they got some other stuff going on. Their accolades at a higher status. You know what I'm saying? So this person is aware of that. And somebody may feel like they wasn't even good. They're not good enough because these are men. But he also know he didn't give you a commitment either. So God said, if you was never going to intend on giving the divine feminine a commitment, then why would you think I was going to allow you to isolate her for somebody else who are willing to give her that commitment that you did not want to give her? You didn't want to step up to the plate, and now you know for a fact somebody's coming in. You want to stop that? God said, no, it don't work like that. You're going to go through this form of tower moment because you're trying to cause that, and you've been causing that, and you keep violating spiritual law. Now you got to learn the lesson. You got to go through something that's going to cause a sudden change in your life. This is a person who already lost their chance and opportunity to be with you. You missed your chance and lost your opportunity to be with them because you did not want to give them a real commitment. Whether that was business, platonic, or romantic. But this is like a romantic reading right here. And did not want to give you no connection. God said that's completely fine, but you're not going to stop her life from shining and moving forward because you did not want to step up to the plate and be the man that you were supposed to be designed to be. You chose a different route. You chose a different path. So you don't sit up here and dictate somebody else's life when you know you was not ready to sit up here and step up to the plate. It don't work like that, honey. They're reflecting on that because every time they do something, they invest so much into it. They're not gaining anything from it. God said, so once again, why you think I'm going to allow that to occur? They're reflecting back on the past when you were with them in the past. And how there was a free spirit to do whatever they want, had a free spirit. And how they was happy and in the sun and feeling warmth and feeling the celebration and stuff. But that emperor in reverse, that ego got to them. They thought that was all of them until they departed ways from you and they realized you're the one who harnessed that type of energy. And you were sharing that type of energy with him. And because he didn't step up to the plate and he didn't give you full commitment, God snatched the sun from him. And when God snatched the sun from him, the only thing he's going through is towers and storms. And he wrote that back, but he know he missed a chance because he know he was not intending on giving him a real commitment. So what one man don't do, another one shall do. So since he didn't step up to the plate, God is appointing you with a new love offering. You moving forward. It's also being enlightened to him. You're moving forward with your life. You chose happiness overall. Whether you with somebody or not, self-love is the best love. And that's what you had to go through in your season of isolation that he thought that was putting you in, that was trying to sit up here and make you feel some way. Honestly, that strengthened you more than it ever could. Because that put you in a position to truly love yourself, value yourself, set your standards high, keep your boundaries strong, have a clear mindset, and be very direct in your communication about what you want out of here, out of love. So he set up here transforming you, not the way that he thought he was transforming you, but he did it. And he felt defeated because he didn't expect you to sit here and have that type of outcome. He felt defeated because you heading straight towards the Ten of Pentacles. You're going to get that irregardless. That's fated for you. Nobody can take something that was really meant for you. So this person is really exhausted and burnt out because in all actuality with the Death card, that connection and that cycle and this past situation is dead. So that's the reason why things will always end in endings. It's not going to be revived back. God said, you killed it. You did it. You literally destroyed the entire situation, the entire cycle, timeline, everything. He destroyed everything. He surely did. So now when he's trying to do something, it's just going to constantly end for him. It's going to be DOA each and every time. It's not going to sit here and arrive towards you. Every time if you're trying to pay somebody to get it did, it's still not going to happen because God knows the intention behind it. And because he destroyed it by his own doing, out of his own free will, it got us up here and come to a complete end. So everything will always backfire upon him. It will always backfire. If this is what he sent out in the universe, he's receiving that back in different ways, various forms that it's been unexpected towards him. So all the hard work that he's going to continue to put in, if he want to still go at it, it's not going to come with no rewards. There's nothing going to gain from it. He's just wasting his time. And there's a lot of time this masculine been wasting. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, this person honestly wanted to recover from spiritual poverty because they were too greedy. They was overly spending and living a particular reckless lifestyle that put them in some form of debt, and they wanted to sit up here and get out of debt. But God said you can't get out of something that you haven't started not paying back. You just can't jump out of debt. You have to make payments to sit up here and free yourself from it, lighten that load. And this is somebody that's carrying a major load that they're not trying to lighten themselves. And this is all due to their own doing, being too greedy. Now they in the Two of Pentacles because of this betrayal that they were trying to cause. Now they about to experience an ultimate betrayal. This ultimate betrayal that is they're about to experience is due to their friendship circle. Whoever they've been around and who've been disconnected from them and have found out the actual truth of what's been going on, or the majority of the truth of what really happened between you and this situation and why things are the way that they are, they had disconnected and walked away from this individual. Because they feel betrayed. They help this person go down this, help this person to do all these things towards you. And they mirroring the same energy that he's sitting in as well too. So they going through endings. They going through issues. They experience entire moments. Because they help him do something against you without checking all the facts. Eight of Pentacles, it was a work thing. They was all working with each other. Somebody been trying to work on a way to how to come in and woo you when it comes to sexual energy and stuff, because they feel like if they get some of that sacral energy, he trying to emotionally manipulate you, or he trying to have one of his buddies to emotionally manipulate you out your panties because they can use your beautiful and pure energy of your sacral chakra to sit here manifest finances and creativity to get this and get that done. And God said no. Well, this person didn't realize by putting you in isolation so long, like I said, your boundaries set up. Your standards are too high. He did that. He didn't realize the effects of it, the backfire and the ripple effect, how it changed the course of reality. He's not seeing things in that perspective. He thought isolating you is just putting you in a little box and you're just afraid to just talk to. I'm not trying to talk to nobody, and I just really want love, and you're not that. What it did, it changed the course of who you really are. So you had to go through a rebirth. Now you're this new version of yourself. You're not allowing anything less than true love come in, period. So that's the reason why this is not working. It will never work. Deception. Emotional manipulation out of deception. It's not going to work. It's not going to pan out. He's going to have personal setbacks by doing that, if he haven't already, because he's been trying to find a way. How can I just say I'm apologize to her and tell her I'm sorry and I want to be with her and all this and that? It's not going to happen. You don't care about an apology based on something that he knew what he was doing. And why now, after all this time, now you want to come in and apologize about something that you really don't care about anymore? It's a waste of time. That's the reason why it's being held back. He thought holding back that apology would leave you in heartache. Absolutely not. What it did, you found your personal closure. So he realizing you didn't need him at all. He think cutting you off and not saying nothing to you and stuff was going to keep you in heartache forever. I don't think he don't know who you really was. He don't know who you really are. He don't know who you are in the spirit as well neither. If he did, he would never did this asinine tactic that he did. Because there's no confusion. You're not heartbroken whatsoever. And there's no confusion that he was trying to be a bad influence on your life intentionally to get what he want. And that's still not panning out for him. Because God said if that is the case, then how it's working out? Because you still won't be doing what you're doing if everything was working out in your favor. So obviously, you still got to sit up here and do the bidding that you know that is not gaining nothing from it. With the Queen of Swords energy, like I said, you're making head over heart decisions and you're making it very clear to him or anybody else in that damn energy. Stay away from me. If you're not coming in with a true love offer, then the answer is no. And I know what true love is because I found it within myself. And since I found it within myself, I know how a person will feel about themselves and they will know how to distribute it to me properly. So at the end of the day, this person taught you more than they deceive you, whether they know it or not. So if you're going to give this dude credit for him, give him credit for transforming your life to be the better version of yourself now. Now you don't tolerate no bullshit for nobody who's trying to emotionally manipulate you, gaslight you, breadcrumb you, whatever the case may be. Those cycles has officially closed the fuck out due to him. Thank you. Thank you. That's how I knew love is really approaching and true love is approaching. He's going to be wish fulfillment, this new love offering, because you did everything on your own. You stand your ground. You've been focusing on yourself. You're independent. You're thriving. You're beautiful and determined. This person at a standstill because he know you're going to end up getting married, child. You being the Queen of Pentacles and Divine Empress of feminine energy, baby, you know you're going to get married soon. And he feel like it's unfair because Justin not be serving his favor because it's no secret that he ended up with the Queen of Cups in reverse. A feminine energy who is just like him, who have codependency issues. She's all in her feelings. And she's this very thing that he wanted you to be. Be all in your feelings and all this and that and chasing behind him. He actually got a feminine energy like that. Be mindful of what you're manifesting out here in this universe. Because, yeah, your intention may be set on one person, but God said, why would I sit up here and do all of that? Why not give you the exact person that you're looking for? You wanted a needy female? You got a needy ass female. You want a female that's codependent on you? You have a woman who is strictly codependent on you. You want a female to be crying over you, fighting over you, and being highly jealous because that looked cute and that was funny at the time frame? Now you got somebody who's willing to show up at your job and embarrass your ass, willing to show up at your mama's house and go off on her, willing to sit up here and blow you up in front of your friends when you're hanging with your friends and stuff, whatever, because she think you're out here talking to other females. You got exactly what you wanted. So what's the problem here? You got her. But she's not the divine feminine. She was never going to be the divine feminine. That's not a divine feminine energy. You asked for that particular feminine energy. Now you got her. What's the problem? Oh, okay. Because it's not the actual divine feminine that you wanted to be. Now that's the problem. Because you want her to be in that energy, not this particular one. That's actually who she really is. Needy, codependent, always in her feelings, highly jealous. You got her. So congratulations on your new life that you created for yourself. As divine feminine, you moving forward. And a new love approaching because you had to learn these lessons from this masculine energy to close all these cycle out with these motherfuckers in your past. So God gets up here and point you in the true love offer. So congratulations, divine feminine energies, on your new beginning. Happy, happy, happy. I hope all is well with you guys. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Always remember, keep the Most High God first because the Most High God will keep you first. Until next time.